Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and fundamentally shift how we look at the inevitable challenges and injustices of life. I mean, if you've ever felt like the universe is just out to get you, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're exploring some profound source material that completely rewires our understanding of what it actually means to experience good and bad luck. Seriously, I want you to think about a time your plans completely fell apart, or when a sudden crisis hit right out of nowhere. It's totally exhausting, right? But today, we're exploring an ancient Eastern philosophy that flips our understanding of suffering completely upside down. It's all about finding the hidden wisdom in facing life's hardships by recognizing the invisible forces at play. All right, part one, the inseparable twins. So, to really grasp this, we have to look at a striking Buddhist story from our sources. Imagine a wealthy man who hears an unexpected knock on his door. He opens it to find a stunningly beautiful woman. She introduces herself as Gongdeok-chan, the goddess of wealth and merit. Eagerly, he invites her in without a second thought. I mean, who wouldn't? But right behind her is another woman, hideous and terrifying. This is Hukam-chan, the goddess of darkness and ruin. When the man panics and tries to chase her away, she reveals a shocking truth. They're sisters. They are literally twins, and they cannot be separated. The absolutely crucial point here is that you simply cannot invite fortune in without accepting misfortune, because they are bound together by the laws of the universe. This brings us to a foundational concept in Eastern thought called Hwabok Dongmun, which means misfortune and blessing enter through the exact same door. You can't take one and reject the other. It's the ultimate expression of Yumyang ni Ichi, the principle of yin and yang. They are a total package deal. And this brilliantly illustrates Laozi's teaching that if you try to throw away the hardship, you accidentally throw away the blessing hiding right behind it. Fortune literally leans on misfortune. If you only look at the bright, visible yang side of a situation, like getting a promotion or making a bunch of money, you completely miss the hidden yin side. When hardship strikes, people usually panic or complain, completely missing the fact that a massive blessing is being set up right there in the shadows. Moving on to Section 2, the karmic bank account. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The Song Dynasty scholar Shao Kongjie completely reframes our idea of good and bad luck using this exact principle of yin and yang. According to these teachings, when someone wrongs you, it's actually a cosmic mechanism allowing you to pay off your spiritual debt. Whereas having everything go perfectly, well, that means you're just burning through your saved merit. From a purely human view, we hate adversity and we love prosperity. But from a cosmic, yin-yang perspective, experiencing hardship is basically like paying off an old debt you accrued in a past life. Smooth sailing, on the other hand, is just withdrawing from your spiritual savings account. So what does this all mean? It means that true fortune is actually clearing your karmic debt, not just accumulating more physical wealth while your spiritual debt grows in the background. Think about it. If someone wrongs you or steals from you, your initial human reaction is intense anger, right? But through this framework, they are actually taking on bad karma themselves just to help you clear yours. You are getting out of spiritual debt. That is the hidden blessing. Okay, Section 3, the cosmic role of adversity. Let's zoom out a bit. Eastern philosophies view this contrast through the history of two kings. The evil tyrant King Ji caused immense suffering, which was cosmically required to allow the sage King Tong to demonstrate what true goodness actually looks like. King Ji was notoriously cruel, making his people suffer terribly. But our source text raises a fascinating point here. Heaven actually used this extreme darkness to set the stage for King Tong, who was a famously wise and compassionate ruler. Just like a patient who only realizes how beautiful life is after surviving a terrible illness, humanity needs the experience of hardship to truly comprehend the value of goodness. It's kind of like a television series. If a show only had nice characters doing nice things all the time, you turn it off out of sheer boredom. You absolutely need the villain to create the contrast so the hero can shine. On a cosmic scale, the heavens utilize the darker forces, the hardships, and the villains in our lives to teach us the ultimate value of goodness and light. Which leads us perfectly into Section 4, how heaven forges greatness. If we look to the ancient philosopher Mencius, we see exactly how heaven uses hardship to temper us. Mencius explains that when heaven is preparing to give a person a great mission, it aggressively breaks them down physically and mentally to forge their patience. It's a process. Step 1, your plans get ruined and your mind is shaken. Step 2, your physical body gets totally exhausted. Step 3, your resources and money just dry up. It feels like the world is ending. But actually, scratch that, it's not an ending, it's step 4. You are being forced to develop an immense capacity and patience that you never had before. So when you're facing endless blockades and exhaustion, it isn't some random punishment. It's an intense training program designed to expand your capacity for leadership. You are literally leveling up. Our sources note that if you only look at the visible, painful side of this process, you'll just be angry all the time. But if you see the hidden yin side, you'll realize heaven is investing heavily in your growth. And finally, Section 5, the ultimate wisdom, 인생이권한을 대하는 지혜, which translates to the wisdom in facing life's hardships. The teachings practically advise that if someone slaps you, you should conceptually hold their hand and thank them, because they just took on bad karma to help erase yours. I know, no way, right? It sounds almost impossible to actually do. But if you truly grasp the principle of yin and yang, your enemy is your teacher. The person driving you crazy at work or making your life difficult is actually the instrument clearing away your karmic blockages. Responding with anger just creates new debt for yourself. Responding with understanding, that clears the ledger. This brings us to a profoundly wise conclusion found in the religious text of Daesun Jinriho, reminding us that spiritual adults take responsibility for their growth instead of complaining about the training. Children just want everything to be easy and happy. But adults understand that real growth requires heavy lifting. When you stop resenting the heavens for your struggles, you step into spiritual adulthood. You finally understand the complete picture of Hwabukdonmun, that fortune and misfortune are ultimately one and the same. When you finally recognize the invisible yin and yang of life, every obstacle transforms into a stepping stone, leaving you with a huge choice in how you react to your next great challenge. Will you look only at the surface and get angry? Or will you look deeper, see the hidden blessing, and use that hardship to become a stronger, wiser version of yourself? The choice is entirely up to you.